everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Carrie with Pens and Books, and today I am starting something a little new. This is going to be a weekly vlog because it is officially the 1st of July. HRCYED hasn't started yet for me, personally, but my Fable book club is starting their read, and Rough Draft Challenge has started again this month. I know I've mentioned it previously in another month, but I never show y'all the stats of like how I did, which I failed completely, by the way. But this time, instead of trying to do a rough draft of my book, which I am so not prepared to write, I am just doing my goal for the month is to get through one family's history. Because my goal is to do multiple points of view, but that might change depending on aspects of the book and just how I write, because this will be my first book that I'm writing. So while I want to do multiple points of view, my main royal family, the royal family that I have in the book they have a very big history, and I want to try and convey that toss in little tidbits of their history, like whenever the characters are talking or whenever they're going over different things or different characters are talking about stuff. But anyway, so the books that I was reading prior to the beginning of the month, so yesterday, or the last couple days, were Ebenwild, Kingdom of Shadow and Ash from NetGalley, and then Providence, Kairos? I believe that's how it's pronounced. So yeah, those were the three books that I was focusing on at the end of the month, trying to get as far into them as I could. But since we are officially in July, we are doing something a little different. I am putting down my ebook and my physical book for two other books. The physical book is going to be Stormfront by Jim Butcher. This is the Fable book. I have 7 days to get through this little guy. It shouldn't be that difficult, but we will see. And then the ebook that I'm going to be focusing on is The Last Empress of France, because I have to finish that one this month. Same with this one. These are two that I absolutely 110% have to finish this month. I'm not getting an option on that because this is with Fable. And granted, I am in charge of the Fable book club, but it's one thing to do 2 months for a book that's over 1,000 pages and do 2 months for a book that's barely over 400 or 300 or whatever it is that this one is. So that is what I'm doing with that. My goal is to definitely pick up those books again because I am enjoying Kingdom of Shadow and Ash. I am enjoying Providence. And then, of course, Ebenwild, I'm actually like 65% of the way through it, so I should be able to complete that today. Maybe. I have a lot of things I have to do. I have company coming at the end of the week, so I don't know how much of these vlogs I'm really going to be able to do. So the whole point of this video is going to essentially be a weekly vlog of me reading and writing. It's a reading and writing vlog, so that way you guys can kind of stay up to date on like what I'm doing. So this was my rough draft challenge last time. This was not the goal. I actually updated the goal to just 10,000 words, and I still did not complete it. I only got 8,000 words in, but they're 8,000 words more than I had before. This is an example of the goal. I don't really get an option. It just automatically tossed in the words. I had to put in something. I can always go in and edit it and say, instead of doing this, we're doing diamond, and then we're doing, 1,500 or whatnot. So that can be changed as I go. I'm not too worried about the word count on this because my goal is just to get the history down. But I'm calling it Project Alfred. And there is a reason for that, I swear. But I will be doing writing sprints during the day, and I'm even going to be doing them on the weekends. But I don't record on the weekends. I'm not going to be recording. I probably won't be recording those, and especially this weekend. Again, I have company coming down either Thursday or Friday or Saturday. There's no official time yet. And then they're not leaving until Tuesday. So recording's going to be a little lax on that because of that particular scenario. I'll record what I can. I'm not leaving you guys in the lurch. But again, life just takes precedence over this. And even over my novel, because again, I'm not getting paid for these. They're not being published. This particular book is not being published. It's literally just a timeline of what happened leading up to where my book is at the time. So yeah, after this you'll probably get a whole bunch of videos of just me reading and writing, or every morning I'm going to be updating with where I am on at least my writing. I'm not too sure about the reading, maybe, it'll be in a way to be accountable, I guess, for my reading, which will be interesting, I think. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey everyone, sorry about the lateness of this vlog. I had company over, which I did, I think, mention was a possibility, actually. No, whenever I recorded the last little update to this, which you will hear in a moment, there wasn't really a possibility of company, and now then there was. So I'm not actually doing this voiceover until Thursday the 10th. Which I'm not a fan of, but just again, life takes priority over the writing and the reading. And this is someone I hadn't seen in a year and a half, give or take. So I wanted to kind of spend some time with her. We hit up the beach, and since it was 4th of July weekend, I didn't really figure I would do a lot of recording anyway, but you never know how things work out. So the flower sticker that you guys are seeing is essentially just hiding some personal stuff that my boyfriend has back there. It was a request of his that I hide it the best I could, and that was really the only thing I could think of to really hide it. Again, at his request, because it is his personal information on there, and he doesn't want that on the internet, which I don't blame him. So really right now you're noticing kind of like me looking between two windows on my screen, and I am using history's Alfred the Great, who was the first king of a joint England, of the Anglo-Saxons, as he calls himself. I was going to do William the Conqueror, but the character I am currently plotting the history of, he didn't come from just an outside source like William the Conqueror did when he went from France. This guy I'm writing, he already lives there. Hello, Puff Nose. And so that's kind of like what I wanted to have this character be. So I went back to about 100 years prior to William the Conqueror. There was Alfred the Great. Alfred the Great is, there's Miss Lexi. Alfred the Great, he held his own against the Vikings coming in back when they were really big on coming onto England turf and such. There's my 3 dogs. And again, they just, yeah, sorry, my brain just took a small hiatus there for a minute. But yeah, so I chose Alfred the Great versus William the Conqueror for the history of the guy that I'm writing about. And in just a moment here, we're going to skip over to the reading sprints. There they are. These are the reading sprints that I did the same day, as you can tell. Again, the flower is just taking out the personal information of the boyfriend. The book I am reading is Stormfront, which is the first book in the Dresden Files, which was for the Fable grouping. If you guys remember, I had a goal of completing this book within 6 days, and I did. The night of the 6th, I finished the last pages. Super excited that I finished it, because then I got to start the 7th with a whole new book, which was Slave to Sensation. So this month I have finished 3 books already. Only one of them counts for HRCYED 1.0 and 2.0, which I have an update on that coming out. I'm thinking of starting some shorts for that one. I'm not sure. But I think for a good chunk of these speed writings and such, I'm actually going to be doing music for the rest of them. So I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry that I'm not going to be extremely talkative. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July, great weekend. I will be talking to you guys soon. So today is officially the second. I know I'm holding up 4 fingers, and I don't know why. But today is officially the second. The first went fairly well, as you guys probably just saw, so long as I actually put in the reading and writing vlog videos that I made. I did start writing. A good chunk of that was reading, though, because I'm actually reading. I'm actually taking actual history and trying to use it for history for my book. Because I think that that's going to help. I'm going to what I'm essentially doing is just writing a timeline for a person and then taking that, okay, what do I want to use, what do I not want to use, that sort of deal. And then I also started reading Stormfront here, which is my fable book. I am less than 30 pages in and it's already kicking off with a bang. Thus, author does not give you more than 30 pages to know what this man's normal life is like. He gives you maybe 3. And then all of a sudden he's getting phone calls and all this other stuff that's supposed to be kicking off the story. So, again, really good book. I do plan on doing a review on it. I don't know how fully the review is going to go, because I've already read the book and I still remember a good chunk of it, but at least after the review, or before the review, I will be, be able to do a better review, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm only 26 pages into this book, so I didn't get very far. I only read it for maybe 30 minutes. I didn't read any ebooks yesterday. I did finish Ebonwild, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoy the review that's coming up on that one as well. And I will let y'all get to the vlog portion. Alrighty, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. As of right now, it is the 3rd of July. HRCYED is just 4 days from starting. I'm still under 100 pages left on Stormfront. I have done writing sprints. I'll post my word count around here somewhere so far that I have. I haven't done any writing today. I've done a little bit of reading on my ebook, A Kingdom of Ash and Fire. Shadow and Ash? Oh, God. I'll post a picture of it right here so you guys can see it, because apparently I can't remember the name of the title for a book that I really enjoy. But yeah, so that's not too much happening today. Just my company that was coming for tomorrow is no longer coming, unfortunately, but life happens. We have to make adjustments. So boyfriend and I are going to be barbecuing all day tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to get any recording done for like this little portion here where I just talk to you. But I will at least record my reading and my writing for tomorrow. I have very little planned for tomorrow other than to enjoy the 4th. For those of you who are celebrating the 4th, I hope you guys enjoy. Have fun with the time with your family. For those of you who are not celebrating the 4th of July, I hope that you guys are going to have a great remainder of your week. It is Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday, so I will only be, this might be the last time that I physically talk to you guys because I don't record too much on Saturday and Sunday. I will still record like the vlogging process, not the vlogging, but the reading and the writing portion. But I won't be recording this part here. So if this is the last day that I see you, hope you guys have a great weekend. If not, then I'll see you tomorrow. Here's the reading and writing part.